Hello, my name's Kathy and I'm from the Early Years Alliance, and today we will be doing some activities around St Nicholas Day. And St Nicholas Day is on the 6th of December, and St Nicholas came from a place in Greece which is now in Turkey. And the story goes that his parents died and left him a lot of money. And what he did was he gave it all away to the poor. He became a bishop and was known for his generosity, his kindness and his love for children. And traditionally, on the eve of St Nicholas, children all over Europe put shoes and boots out which are filled with oranges, gold coins and maybe a little book or a little toy. But over the years, St Nicholas has been changed for this country in particular, and we think of him as Father Christmas, and in other countries, Santa Claus. But festivals and celebrations from around the world play an important role to add structure to our social lives and connect us with our families and backgrounds. And learning about different festivals and celebrations with our children gives us a respect for each other's customs and traditions. So today I will be making a St Nicholas boot to fill, and we should be doing some collage as well. And I've set it up so we have all our equipment ready. So we'll be using a lot of different toys with our children, things like scissors and glue. So they will have the experience of using different tools, which is really good for their fine motor skills, their hand and eye coordination. They will be able to practice cutting and sticking, and they'll learn about colours and shapes. And it's a really nice social interaction to do. And they'll be learning lots of new words as well, and learning about history as well. So there'll be lots of communication going on with them. So we're going to start off and we're going to have a look at St Nicholas in a book here which I've got. So here we go. This is all about St Nicholas. See this little boy here, and he lives in Slovakia, and he's getting all excited. Got some stockings here that it shows, and a little picture here of some children putting their boots and shoes on the window, so waiting for St Nicholas to come and to fill them with those coins and fruits. So I thought what we would do a big St Nicholas. So I managed to print one off, and I've copied it, so we could do some colouring on this with our children. So it's good, I use this so that they know what the traditional St Nicholas looked like when he was a bishop. And then I have put it on a big piece of paper here. Sometimes it's nice to have a big surface to work with. And what we're going to do, we're going to make a collage. And collages are really good. They're really good for using that old bits of material that we have got around the place. And as we said, it's really good for the sticking and gluing. It's kind of like a puzzle when you're doing collage. So we're going to decorate our St Nicholas. And I think traditionally he would wear a gold robe. We have changed it to red, but it's gold. So I've collected different items of gold. I've cut some up. I have got things like this piece here, which is gold. This is from my butter wrapper. And then I have got some little bits of felt here. And I've also cut up some little bits of paper, some gold paper, some gold wrapping paper. So we can start using all that gold to make this robes. Lots of glue going on here. As I said, we can tell our children a little bit about the history of St Nicholas. How that he was very generous. Therefore, he's away to the poor. Lots of glue. Little where they're going to put the glue in relation to where they're going to put these little bits of collage materials. Having a nice gold road here. It's, like I said, it's a bit like a puzzle going on, sticking in there. I think I'm going to use it here. And we're building up this lovely gold. And I think I'm going to put down there. Gold there. And I found some little bit gold as well. It stands out. So they'll be learning all about the colour of gold. Be able to do some pieces of material you might have to cut. Bits. That goes on there. It's a nice big bit that will fit on there. And you see how we're filling it up with all these materials that we've got. To fill in our shape of St. Nicholas. And we know that traditionally, as you can see here, St. Nicholas had a big, long white beard. So obviously I'm going to use some cotton wool to make his beard here. Lots and lots of glue on. Children like that spreading of the glue. Sometimes they like it more than the gluey picture. And then I've got some cotton wool balls. And we're going to make this nice beard there. There we go. Spread it out a little bit. And you can see he's really taking shape, isn't he? It's a bit like a 3D effect as well with his beard there. And we can put it on his hat there. Some orange colours there. Orange and some little gold sequins, I think, beneath that hat there. There we go. You can see it's taking shape. Just put a little bit of material down on here. Got a little bit of suede that I've collected. Put that there. And there we have our St. Nicholas filled in. And as you can see, it looks quite effective with different kinds of materials. So another activity that I'm going to show you today is to make a little St. Nicholas here. And he's standing up there on a little stand. That's an empty container there. And it's very, very easy. And again, I've used collage, use some felt on there. It's all about measuring as well. So I've got one here. Cut out the shape with some card. And then we can just glue all over again. So lots of gluing, like we said. And we can say, oh, we're going to glue his arms, and we're gluing his body. And what about his hat at the top there? There we go. Put his hat on. To fit different shapes. Put a piece there perhaps. And another piece on there. And perhaps we'll give him a little bit of gold. There. And I think he needs a beard. It's all St. Nicholas's big, long, white beard. Which is what our Christmas looks like as well, isn't it? So there we go. See, big beard there. And I'm going to put a couple of eyes on my St. Nicholas too. Some eyes here. And that, very quite small. You can just draw the eyes on, that's fine. Just little eyes going on. Another little eye going on there. You can see those eyes. As I said, you can just draw them on there. And I think we need a little bit more for his arms. Learning about the body as well, aren't we? This is got 2 arms. His head, where we put his beard and his hat. And then finally, we're going to just put lots of glue on this toilet roll holder there. So it's great to use all your bits that you've got in the house, all the recycling bits, and stick it on there. And there's our St. Nicholas that we can stand up. Then, traditionally, what happens on the eve of St. Nicholas is, as we said, the children, they want to put their boots and shoes out, or they will make a stocking to hang up. So I've got one here, and they can do all different patterns and shapes. There's one. So what I've decided to do is I've got my boot here that I'm going to put out to St. Nicholas, and I thought doing something that would make a little design for this boot. So I have drawn around with my boot. This is really good for your children. Have a template that they can draw around that shape of that boot. So I'm going to draw around on some paper now that I'm going to cover my boot with. So this is really good for them as well, and a good skill to trace and draw around another shape. There we go. Here's the shape of my boot here. Quickly, we're going to cut that out. So lots of cutting involved. Follow those lines around. And we've got some children's scissors here, but we're always going to supervise when we're using the scissors. And we're always going to supervise when we're doing these activities. Yes. Preschool children need lots of support, and whilst we are doing these activities with them, it means that we can promote all kinds of developmental things like speech and language with them. So I cut my boot out like this, and I'm going to stick, and I've used it gold because remember St. Nicholas had his gold robe. And I'm going to stick it on there. Some glue again, plenty of glue going on. Really going to get to be really proficient at using these tools and using the glue. Stick that one on there. And stick the other one on. The other boot. 2 boots. There we go. Stick that one on here. And for this, I've just used an old bit of card for this here. So cover that up. This was an old envelope. So now we have 2 boots. Yeah. And I thought a good way of decorating our boots is I've got a children's catalogue book here, and they can have a look through the catalogue and they can really use those cutting skills, cutting out what pictures they like. So it's lots of toys in this catalogue here, so they can have a look. There's lots of writing involved as well in the catalogue that they're looking at. Lots of toys. So I've cut some out ready. I've just cut some teddy bears out, and I'm going to decorate my boots with these cut out pictures from my catalogue. Lots of teddies there. Little teddies. Really enjoy having a look at all the pictures, and then it's really good practice for them to do some more cutting. Decorate both of them. Go. Lots more teddies going on that boot there. And then what I want to do is I want to get my boot and I want to put it like that so that I can still feel my boot, but it's decorated. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to get some card, I'm going to wrap it around my boot like this. A bit of sellotape there just to hold it in place. And then I'm going to put my boots, stick them here. In. Glue going on that side of the boot, and I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to glue on the cover. Yes. Side of the boot that I've decorated, and you can decorate it. Really bright, or as I said, use so all sorts of things that you can use for decoration. Remember, we were doing lots of collage, and this is a bit like collage. And you can see that my boot is decorated. And it's also, it's also going to be put out, decorated, and it's going to be filled with some oranges. So I'm going to put the oranges in the boot there. And I've got some lovely gold coins here. You can put in the boot, fill it as well. And then your children are going to be so excited to come down and see that the boot is filled with all kinds of gold coins. And the story goes with the gold coins is that St. Nicholas threw some down the chimney to give to a family who were poor, and they landed in a boot at the bottom of the chimney. That is where the story goes. So that's very functional, and it's been decorated. So I really hope that you have a go at celebrating St. Nicholas Day. It's been lots of fun, and your children lots of opportunities for sticking and gluing and using all kinds of different materials and tools. So thank you for joining me today, and please go to www.familycorner.co.uk for more information.